Looking for a stock car fantasy game? Log on to speedfantasyracing.com. Play in your own group or join the overall game for cash prizes. Register now at speedfantasyracing.com.
We're in.
You can take on the truck team. That's us.
Yeah, we've made our picks for tomorrow.
Yep.
We can't tell everybody what they are. I mean,
we don't want to give away the strategy. How about the 30 of Todd Bodine, a two-time defending race winner, out in front once again.
Still got some solid competition there, though, Phil. Mike Skinner, a very fast truck. Timothy Peters looks like he's all set to make a run on these guys. And look at our pole sitter, Jason White, right there in second spot.
Max Pappas has got the number 9 Geico back under control. That Toyota Tundra was a little bit of a handful earlier, but he's fallen back in line.
Nelson Piquet Jr., my spotlight driver, battling for a top 5 run. Mike Skinner gets by him for that 5th position right now. Now he's side by side with Tire Monkey Mario Gosselin in the 12.
And remember, the hell of a good number 18 Toyota Tundra of Kyle Busch is 18 laps down to this field, but he's out there racing. Because that's what he is. He's a racer. He doesn't want to sit in the garage or have to do anything to that truck or call it an early night. He wants to be on this racetrack racing.
So much effort and time has been put into that race team, building it. Rick Wren, the director of competition, came over from Ron Honeday's championship winning team and put a couple great trucks together here. They both were so fast, and unfortunately both have been involved in incidents.
What a big run that K&N Toyota Tundra of Timothy Peters has. We see the cross flags. We're at the halfway point of this one.
From that brand new flag stand. Looks like about 8 stories up above the racetrack.
Has an elevator to get to it.
And it has a roll cage around it. I feel pretty good setting up there.
There's my guy right there. Nelson Piquet Jr. had a great run going last Saturday in the ARCA Series race. Had trouble late, was running up in the top 5. Doing a terrific job running up in the top 10, drafting on Dennis Setzer, a 3-time runner-up in this truck series.
Caleb Alstom in the 56 down on the bottom of the racetrack. He was involved in an incident. We've got a caution one more time coming out in turn number 2. We've got an issue. Slow race truck.
I blew a right front tire.
It looks like Norm Benning's truck,
I believe, in the 57.
57 truck. Norm was running around here in the top 20 on the lead lap.
Just as we had passed the halfway point, and our 4th caution has come out.
Ooh, he got up into the wall too. Blew a tire and scrubbed that safer barrier down there in turn 2.
We're getting close to making it all the way. Are we
35 to 40 laps, and we're just halfway, so we have 50 laps to go, so they cannot make it the rest of the way.
Aaron's lucky dog,
Ryan Sieg, getting a lap back on the field. Look at that crowd, man.
Awesome.
Welcome back to the NextEra Energy Resources 250. Pit stops just taking place. Ray, give us an update.
Todd Bodine, the first one down pit road. He had to come down and put tires on. Mike Skinner right beside him had put tires on the last time down, so he got fuel only. Bodine's pit stop just a little bit longer. Todd let him in. We'll see where he lined back up on the exit there. Let's check in with Adam.
The 23 of Jason White running second when the caution came out. They are in tire conservation mode. Only 1 set left. So Doug Howe said, we are going to save him. Come in for fuel only. He barely beat Timothy Peters off the pit lane. Your new leader, Jason White, after a little bit of strategy there.
Still doesn't get these guys in their pit window. Still will have to make one more pit stop.
The blue oval back in front of the field. Once again, Jason White brought them to the green flag to kick the season off. And now he's back leading laps at Daytona. Welcome back to Daytona International Speedway. The field is starting to line up going down the backstretch.
Really, they've been keeping an eye on my spotlight driver. There he is right there, Nelson Piquet Jr. And what great bloodlines Nelson Piquet Jr. has. His father, a 3-time Formula One champion. One of 8 to win at least 3 or more championships. He won his championships back in the 80s. There's Nelson Piquet Sr. right there. 204 starts, 23 wins. in the F1 series. 60 podium finishes, top 3 finishes, almost 1 out of 3.
I grew up watching him race those Formula 1 cars back in the day, and to see his son here, spotlight guy.
He's doing a nice job. Again, had a great run going last week in the ARCA race, was running up well into the top 10.
My spotlight driver, Brett Butler, is running up in the top 10 as well. He's 9th. Came by 9th last time in the FuelDoctor.com truck. So our guys are doing good.
Yeah, they're doing great.
Again, we have had 4 cautions. We're getting ready for the restart. 16 different trucks have been involved in accidents this evening. Green flag back in the air. Jason White on the inside, Timothy Peters on the outside.
Ty Bodine on the outside pushing Timothy Peters. Mike Skinner on the inside pushing Jason White.
See that neon green truck, the yellow truck of Matt Crafton? He's starting to creep a little bit closer to the front. He knows we're past halfway. The field's been narrowed down quite a lot. You think he's comfortable to run up there now?
I think he thinks that maybe most of the wrecking is done.
I think there's one more.
there might be.
I said most of the wrecking's done.
You're right.
Right.
Hey guys, just to give you an update on Timothy Peters on that last round of pit stops, they did fuel only. That helped him get in that position to be up front, and he and Mike Skinner have communicated back and forth through their spotters saying, I think these 2 trucks go together pretty well. Let's hook up and see if we can get to the front.
As oftentimes happen, you can have a plan like that and somebody gets in between and it doesn't work. Right now, Timothy Peters on the outside. He has Ty Bodine right behind him pushing him. Mike Skinner now on the inside behind Jason White.
Todd Bodine's on board looking forward. There's only 4 trucks in front of him.
Look at Mike Skinner pulled up, saw that Timothy Peters was coming, pulled up in front of Timothy Peters to jump in that outside lane.
Jason White not sure which direction to go right now, if he needed to block early on or hold to the yellow line on the bottom. He got a pretty good shove from Max Pappas and still battling for that lead with Mike Skinner.
Looked like he wanted to drift up there in front of Skinner, but then decided to stay down on the low side, and looked like it was going to work for him, but that outside line's got a good run. Looks like Skinner will lead.
How about teammates back about 3 or 4 rows back? Johnny Benson, 95 on the outside. The 46 of Dennis Setzer on the inside. Brand new race team, Team Gill Racing.
Gil Fenton involved in that race organization. The 23s drop back to the 4th spot now, but here comes that yellow number 88 of Matt Crafton, Ray.
And Rick, he's a little worried about waiting too late to get to the front, but as you guys speculated earlier, it was definitely a strategy move for him to get away from that big front group. And I walked down to ask Bud Hafele, his crew chief, is this on purpose? He said absolutely. We wiped out 2 trucks on the very first lap from ThorSport, so we want to keep this one in and get to the finish. So Crafton been hanging back there in the back, but now Matt getting a little antsy. He said, I think maybe we better go see if we need to get to the front and see if one more pit stop we need any adjustments.